Hi, my name is Roman Rodriguez, and this whole startup journey actually started with the problem that I was solving for myself initially. So I used to be full-time in the fitness industry, whether it was me working at a major company as an educator, coach, or personal trainer, or working in the tech industry as a director of training and education. I had the same problem, and when I tried to expand my reach to work with more people, I would have to turn towards content creation. And just so we understand for the story, there's two types of content creation in the fitness industry. It's either workouts and exercises or e-learning and coaching content. This story is specifically about e-learning content. And the problem was platforms like YouTube that were super easy actually aren't the most ideal way for individuals like me to make money, especially for e-learning content. You need to get hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of followers to make a living on there. And then platforms like Kajabi, where you could actually charge it, you can put it on your own personal landing page or website, actually isolated your content. So unless you're a big business that just puts your content there, if you're an individual trying to promote your content, it definitely isolates it when you're doing this on their platform. And then you think there has to be major tech marketplaces that leverage our domain. Actually, they're not. Some of the big players in the tech-driven e-learning marketplace spaces actually don't leverage our content at all or very little. So this is where we know there's an opening and an opportunity. This is the coaching market, TCM for short, and we're powering the future of the fitness, health, and wellness creator economy by creating a democratized e-learning platform for the community by the community. And here's how it worked. I was able to create a profile page, list my titles and certifications, and most importantly, I was able to have a paywall for my content. I was able to promote this to my clients and followers, whether it is in person or social media. They previewed the content I had available, and then once the transaction was made, they wanted to purchase the full content. The platform got 15% of every transaction made, which is 2.5% higher than current industry norms. And I test this in public to prove the concept, like, hey, people will purchase content they find valuable. And we made sales, more than expected, which was dope. But over our beta testing period, I found out that personal trainers and coaches were over half of our purchases, and they would spend more if I can get the content accredited, which is very easy to do. All we gotta do is file an application because these coaches need to get recertified every 2 years. And when I test this in public and promote it on my social media and within my community, I pulled in more individuals, more fitness professionals just like me. This is Kevin and Aubrey. They had the same problem I did. They had great e-learning content. They didn't know where to publish it. Now it's published on our marketplace. So this lets us know what our go-to-market strategy is. And across all 8 domains, there's over 1 million possible creators. And we're going to go for the first personal trainers and instructors, which is the largest group. And our goal is by the end of 2025 to capture 20% of this market, to have $74 million in yearly revenue leveraging high-ticket content. And how high is that? That ranges from $50 to $2,500. These people have to spend money on this content. Here's some key facts to understand. So, with the first group that we're going for, they're expected to grow by 39% in 2030. And they spend on average $1,000 per year on continuing education because they have to get recertified every 2 years, which means over the course of 1 year, there's at least $370 million spent on continuing education, which is perfect because we also know the same group of users where they're extremely active group with purchasing content, content creation, and social media. This is the perfect Etsy mousetrap. The same individuals we bring on to get recertified on our platform to get their content accredited and recertified, they're able then to use our platform to sell their content. It may not be accredited for them to sell, but they can sell it to their clients and followers who find their information valuable. And this group is actively seeking a secondary source of income through their content. And again, they already have a client base and or followers who are willing to make the purchases of what they have available. So this leads us to what's next. During our phase 2, we're trying to create a technical moat for us to really take our market strong. And we're going to build out live streaming, testing quizzes, course certificates, and a digital tip jar. And when we do that, again, we can leverage the high-ticket content as well as live streaming events and educational conferences where our creators can get paid through digital tip jars and as many of those transactions as possible. And as we do this, we're going to continue to handpick our early adopters and increase our supply of content that we have available. And you think, who's our competition right now? This is the National Academy of Sports Medicine and the National Strength and Conditioning Association. They've monopolized the industry since they've been around for a while, but they're also archaic and have a hard time building good tech. This is where we know if we leverage tech, we can take this market and democratize this process and expand and empower the rest of the community. And this is our founding team. We're pretty stacked. We have builders and doers, and we have a mix of skill sets. But here's our real unfair advantages. 2 out of 7 are fitness insiders. 3 out of 7 have a background with content creation, e-learning platforms. 3 out of 7 have startup experience. 6 out of 7 have big company experience, and all 7 of us burn on $4K per month. Why now? Everybody in our industry thinks the next big thing is building a cool boutique gym, building out the next cool piece of hardware, software, exercise equipment, or the next workout app. But I'm an insider, and I'm telling you that's not the future. And I keep up with the industry. Right now, we're moving into the future of the creator economy, and it's going to boom. So I know the future is us being able to create a democratized e-learning platform for the community. ally with us. And with this, we're taking in our first round of funding. We're trying to bring in $250,000 for 10% of it post money safe to continue to build our technical moat and go to market strong. Thank you for listening.